Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to VGC Worlds 2016. We're back in battle spots. We lost, I believe yesterday in the Spanish video to Amoongus T-Leaks. So if you wanna watch that, feel free to go ahead. Even if you don't understand Spanish, you can see the battle, and it was honestly a very weird and entertaining battle which features carving as well. So plenty of interesting Pokemon. And as we can see here, we're up against a Sableye, which is definitely problematic. A Nidoking, a Gastrodon. Now here is where I'm very glad we have the option of double Mega. As you can see, Gardevoir does incredible against this team. It really does incredible. Now, an Adamant Double Edge hit from Salamence would definitely hurt, and so would Nidoking's Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb. So we have to get rid of at least Nidoking, because after an Intimidate, Gardevoir might be able to survive the Salamence hit, or should be able to. So with that in mind, what do I lead here? I think I lead Thundurus, though I am scared of Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr does pretty great. I'm gonna lead Thundurus, and I'm gonna lead Gardevoir, because Thundurus setting up a substitute will be very surprising for my opponent. Now I'm definitely bringing Gardevoir. 5 of his Pokemon are weak to Gardevoir. Now I definitely want Landorus. The question is, do I want Heatran or Amoongus? I think I want Heatran here. Yeah, I think I want Heatran. I don't know. Kangaskhan is definitely not coming in. He has Sableye, he has the Intimidate from Salamence, he has Conkeldurr, but he has 3 Pokemon weak to Hyper Voice and 4 Pokemon weak to Hyper Voice. Sableye, Hydreigon, Salamence and Conkeldurr, and 2 weak to Psychic in Nidoking and Conkeldurr as well. So yeah, there's the Nidoking lead covering the Gardevoir, there's the Sableye lead covering the Kangaskhan. But what I can do here, I'm not too scared of the Nidoking just yet. I expect it to be Life Orb. Sableye is definitely not doing anything too huge here. Doesn't threaten my Thundurus. So I'm gonna set up a Nasty Blood with Thundurus. I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and protect Gardevoir. That way, at a +2 Hidden Power Ice with Life Orb from Thundurus should take down that Nidoking. I'm not entirely sure on the calc, but it's what I'm assuming because Nidoking is a bit frail. If it were Nidoking though, I would be afraid of that. There's a Fake Out from Sableye. Yikes. They usually don't carry that. And there's a Poison Jab. So it's a physical Nidoking, which you rarely see because of the Intimidate. So I wonder. Okay, gonna try to set up Nasty Blood once more, and I'm gonna switch Gardevoir for Heatran. Nidoking switches out though. Okay, Conkeldurr comes in. So pretty amazing switch from my opponent, to be honest. He knew Gardevoir was threatened by the Poison Jab. I don't think that's a Scarf, Nidoking. Sableye goes for the Taunt. Okay, I still got my +2 though, so that's fine by me. Now I can't set up a sub though, which is unfortunate. Does a +2 Thunderbolt plus a Heat Wave KO Conkeldurr? I don't think it does. Now, do I need Thundurus? My plan was to set up a substitute. What else does that Sableye have? Gonna double up on the Conkeldurr here. Sableye is still not a threat, especially when I have Gardevoir in the back. Sableye goes for the Will-O-Wisp and burns his own Conkeldurr to activate its guts. But the Thunderbolt is enough to KO it, so perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That probably seals the match, I think. Depends on what his fourth Pokemon is. Probably Salamence, I would guess. But we have Hidden Power Ice on both of my Pokemon currently. Wonder what Sableye's last move is. But that Heat Wave also did a lot of damage, so it's not too bulky. Nidoking comes back out. Is that Scarf Nidoking? It feels like it is. But I'm still gonna Hidden Power Ice the Nidoking. Because if he goes for an Earthquake, I don't think even that will KO. And I'm gonna Protect. I mean, Thundurus is the bigger threat. So I'm gonna Heat Wave once again. Okay, Sableye withdraws. We're probably gonna see Salamence here. Yep, there's the Salamence. There's always the Mega. Let's see what Nidoking does here though. We have a chance to burn the Salamence as well. Nidoking goes for Superpower and it is Scarfed. Wow, that's nowhere near close to KOing. So the Hidden Power Ice should KO. And then the Heat Wave will do a lot of damage to that Salamence. He will have a Fake Out available to him. So he might want to Dragon Dance potentially with Salamence. So with that in mind, I'm just gonna double Hidden Power Ice the Salamence. If he KOs Thundurus, that's perfectly fine. We still have Landorus to intimidate it, and we have Gardevoir to KO both of my opponent's Pokemon. So we're in an amazing position here. I'm just gonna Hidden Power Ice with both of my Pokemon. He can't KO both. He could Rock Slide, but he's not going to be faster than Thundurus yet, so his best case scenario is to protect, but given he has the Fake Outs available to him, I don't think he will. Oh, he does protect, okay. So what does Sableye go for? He's gonna see my double. Wow, he fakes out. Okay. So he's not going to see the Hidden Power from Heatran. That's great. Here I can substitute with Thundurus and protect potentially. Try to scout out what he wants to do. If he Dragon Dances, not a problem because I'll be behind a substitute. If he taunts, that's also fine. He goes for Quash, but it fails. And Salamence does have the Rock Slide here. So that's the one move that was going to save my opponent. That was the one move that was going to save my opponent. So seeing that, we see Rock Slide and Protect. He's going to have either Double Edge, okay, and that's Quash. He's gonna have Double Edge or Return, potentially Earthquake. So, gonna switch Thundurus to Landorus, and I'm going to try to Hidden Power Ice KO the Salamence. As long as he doesn't flinch me, I should be okay. And he's probably going to Quash the Thundurus once again. He might be mixed and have Hyper Voice and Double Edge as its other two moves, which I really wouldn't mind. Sableye goes for the Taunt. That's great. Salamence goes for the Rock Slide once more, connects, but Intimidated, it's not gonna do anywhere near enough. Heatran flinches though. So I'm gonna oh, I can't protect. So he's probably going to Will-O-Wisp. So I think I can sacrifice Thundurus here. I really won't mind Thundurus going down. I will get another Intimidate off. And I'm gonna try and Hidden Power Ice once more. Just need Heatran not to flinch. That's all I need. There's the Will-O-Wisp onto the Landorus slots. Pretty obvious move. Salamence goes for the double edge this time. Onto Heatran. It doesn't even KO, gets some recoil, and now it's going to fall to my Hidden Power Ice. And I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent rage quit right here. Either he rage quits or forfeits. He has no way to touch either of my Pokemon. Sableye doesn't have any attacking moves. So an Earth Power and or a Thunderbolt will take down that Sableye. Not even going to risk the 5% miss of Heatwave, and there's the forfeit. Perfect. So we played this out perfectly. I'm really glad, because I'm really glad we brought the right Mega. And my opponent did bring the cover of Nidoking with the Poison Jab and all, but it didn't really work out for him. We predicted him well on turn 1. If he had double targeted the Thundurus, we might have been in trouble. But I guess he didn't expect me to protect on that turn 1. So, having said that, let's find our next battle. See how we do. Usually never play at this time of the day. It's very early. So we'll see. Okay. That's a very interesting team. So we're running against a lot of very varied and different Pokemon lately. Feraligatr, Volcarona, Ferrothorn, Gardevoir, Landorus, and Porygon 2. Okay. So that Porygon 2 makes me want to lead Kangaskhan. I think Thundurus will be very important in this match. And so will Heatran, because that Ferrothorn is very scary. I think my best lead here is Kangaskhan Amoongus actually. Kangaskhan Amoongus with Heatran and Thundurus, or with Landorus and Heatran. I definitely need Heatran though. Do I need Amoongus? Do I need Thundurus? Okay, Thundurus behind a substitute does pretty amazing against everything. I might want to lead Thundurus Amoongus actually, so that I avoid the Intimidate. I can't. He has no taunt users. But Gardevoir is an issue though. Yeah, Gardevoir is too big an issue for me to lead Thundurus, or rather not to lead the fake out here. So gonna lock in. I think I might miss the Landorus' Intimidate against Ferrothorn, Feraligatr and Landorus, but we'll see here. I expect him to lead Porygon 2. Porygon 2 plus something else. Okay, no, never mind. Feraligatr plus Volcarona. So setup plus redirection, which we also have ourselves. Now the question here is, does Feraligatr carry a Lumberry? No, probably a Life Orb. So Volcarona is the threat here. Do I care if Kangaskhan gets burnt? I definitely do. Do I switch Amoongus for Heatran? Gosh, Thunder's Amoongus would have been amazing. Gonna double up on the Volcarona. I'm not gonna Mega Evolve though, so that it's only one hit instead of two. No protects. Hopefully no Flame Body. No Flame Body, perfect. Feraligatr does set up a Dragon Dance, which is pretty scary. But Volcarona will be asleep, unless it's carrying a Lumberry, which is definitely... Okay, no. So Volk is asleep and has a guaranteed sleep turn. Now here, what does Feraligatr do? Does it Ice Punch, expecting the Rage Powder? Or does it Waterfall? I think it Ice Punches the Amoongus here. So with that in mind, I'm gonna protect Amoongus and I'm gonna Power Up Punch against the Feraligatr. I don't think he will protect. He might to burn a turn of sleep, but I don't think he will. And a +1 Waterfall shouldn't KO Kangaskhan. I am making a bold prediction here though. Oh, he went for the Waterfall. Just didn't care about redirection. Okay. Not a huge problem because we survived, but we could have definitely avoided all of that damage. And Volk takes its first turn of sleep. Now I am going to Rage Powder. And do I Sucker Punch? Do I KO right now with Sucker Punch? I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna Frustration away. Amoongus goes for the Rage Powder. If that's safety goggles for Alligator, then props to my opponent. He does go for the Ice Punch now. Wow, and that's a KO, a clean KO. So we trade our Amoongus for some damage, but oh, I should have used Rage Powder the turn before. Was my play that obvious? I thought the Rage Powder was the obvious play. Bulk takes its second turn of sleep. Now, what does my opponent have? He has a potential Gardevoir, he has a potential Landorus, and he has a potential Porygon 2. So definitely Thundurus is my play. Gardevoir comes in. I should outspeed every single Gardevoir at the moment. Gardevoir traces the parental bond, so that might be a problem here. Thundurus will go first. So I'm gonna Nasty Plot. And does he risk not waking up? Or waking up rather, with the Rage Powder? Does he not protect Gardevoir? Because if I get burnt, Kangaskhan goes down to the burn. But I'm still gonna... I think it's better for me to take down that Volcarona. I think Gardevoir should protect here. He really should protect. Oh, he doesn't protect. Damn. And he didn't Rage Powder either. Oh. Why? Man. I don't get burned. Is he going to Trick Room? Probably not. No, he goes straight for the Hyper Voice. Oh, is my opponent reading me like a book? Or is it just... ridiculous, man. I hope his last Pokemon is Ferrothorn. I really hope it is. Please be Ferrothorn. No, it's Landorus. Is that Scarf Landorus? I don't think he will Earthquake though. Man, is that Scarf Landorus? I think I double Hidden Power. Because Gardevoir shouldn't be able to touch Heatran unless it's... Do I protect Heatran? I'm gonna protect Heatran because he might protect an Earthquake. Nope, he didn't. I protect. What does Landorus do? And of course it is Choice Scarf. At least I predicted that right. I don't get any damage on any unnecessary damage on my Heatran. We'll see if this Gardevoir has Hidden Power Ground though. It doesn't, okay. Well, it didn't use it just yet. So it's now a 1v1, which, given our movesets, Heatran should win. If only it's in Hyper Voice from that Gardevoir. So 95% accurate Heat Wave. Oh wow, Calm Mind. Does Gardevoir have a way to recover HP? Wow, I cannot miss a single Heat Wave. And of course I missed the first Heat Wave. Ugh. Of course I missed the first Heat Wave. Calm Mind Gardevoir. I'm going to lose because of that miss. Now he's at +2/+2 and I have no damage yet on that Gardevoir. Wow. Absolutely ridiculous. That does nothing. At least I resist both of his taps. He's gonna try Psychic, see how much damage that does. I am quite bulky. Wow, that's almost a 2-hit KO. And I'm nowhere near that. Wow, that's a crit. Wow. We needed that. I was very lucky. He needs a crit now to win. Unless the last attack was a damage roll, he doesn't get the crit. Do I connect? I do connect. So we win that on a crit. Pretty unfortunate for my opponent. I'd definitely be fuming if it had happened the other way around. But that's Pokemon for you. You live and die by the RNG. Now, pretty interesting team my opponent had. If we hadn't predicted that superpower correctly, if my opponent had gone for Rock Slide, I mean, if he had Calm Mind, he should have just gone Rock Slide. That was the correct move, because then Thundurus, it would have been a 2v1. But hey, that's on my opponent. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will be seeing you tomorrow in Spanish or next Tuesday in English. New types of battles are coming soon. The Pokedraft Kings Season 2 is starting next week. So on Saturdays we should be having another battle in English, but singles 6 versus 6. And I promise you, my team for the first week is going to be very original, very different from what you might expect, and we'll see how we do against the defending champion. So we're gonna, if we get a win on that first week, we'll definitely be making a statement as to our competitive potential. So with that in mind, please stay tuned to the channel. Please leave a like in the video if you can, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow in Spanish or next Tuesday in English. And keep an eye out on Sunday to see what team we will be featuring next week. Thank you very much, and bye bye.